Hey guys, it's Anna Skinner, the Happy Collector. I'm real excited because I just got a package from Tina Louise. That's right, I sent her a package about a week and a half ago, and I confirmed the address, and we can talk about that. I'll let you know what that is and kind of what the process was. So anyway, let's take a look and see what I got back. Okay, so here's the contents. Okay, I made sure everything was flat and that it fit all in one package. So, let me turn that over. All right, so the first thing I did was I kind of listed out everything I wanted. I had about 5 things I wanted signed, and one of the things I did was I included a card. Had a friend suggest that I include a, like a thank you card. And it just said, I really appreciate you, and I've been, watching your career. I didn't say anything about ginger or anything like that. I was real careful to recognize that, her career has been about a lot more than just ginger, even though obviously that's how I got to know her. So, so I sent a little note explaining what the pieces are, and anyway, so this first thing I did, I just included a piece of paper, and it said, "Would you please provide an 8x10 glossy?" I didn't know, does she have those? And then I asked her to sign it to Anna. Now, everything else I didn't want her to put my name on it. I just wanted a picture from her. And then at the bottom, just got my name on it. So I put my name on everything with a sticky or something, just so that so that it doesn't get mixed up with other packages. So now this is what she sent back. There's a little paper clip and some cards. Now this one card, it's a card about her book, and it's just a promotional item about her book, the Sunday Memoir. I listened to the audiobook on this. It's it's a really neat book from the perspective of a child. It's about her when she was very small, living away from home, and she was very sad about that, and kind of what that experience was like. So, and it's a very short book. It's not meant for children. It's definitely for adults. It's just some things that she dealt with as a child, but no child should really have to deal with. So, little promotional card. And then the other thing, it says, "Thanks for writing." And this is an information card explaining how to send her things and how much she charges. And it says, "Signings are $15 cash for 1 8x10 or smaller." And then it says, plus a self-addressed stamped envelope, which is what I did. So this was the envelope that was inside my previous package, and then she mailed everything back in this self-addressed stamped envelope. Something to remember about this package, the post office told me that anything over 10 ounces has to go to the post office. It has to be shipped from the post office. So I made sure that my entire package, everything together, did not accumulate to more than 10 ounces. It was like 9.9, and that might have been pushing it a little bit, because I don't think that Tina or her staff will, they're not going to want to have to take it to the post office. And the only way for the post office to put postage on the return envelope was with stamps, and so they had to come up with the right amount of stamps. And it looks like this was right at $11 and something. I think they ended up with a little bit more postage on it than they needed, just because of the way the stamps worked out. But it was a little over $11 each way. So, and that's just because of the contents that I had, and I wanted it to be trackable. That was real important to me. I was able to track and see the progress, and I was able to confirm that it showed up to her. So again, this is a card that we got back, and anyway, so it says $15 for an 8x10, and then 11x14s are $20 per print, or any object or poster is $50. So it was a fair amount of money. So that was the autograph. Now, one of the things I sent was a pop. I know that maybe those aren't her favorite things to sign, but she does. And this is a way for her to get some money out of this. You know that she did not get paid for using her likeness, and she feels like the doll is her likeness. You know, I mean, it's a doll of Ginger Grant, but it's kind of modeled after some of her look, including the beauty mark. So she didn't get paid for that. So this is a way for her to get some money back for, you know, for this doll that they made. And what I did was I put a little sticky on the inside and kind of created a window for her to sign. And then I put on the other side, I kind of blocked it off. I didn't want her to sign the side of it. I wanted her to sign the front. She was very kind and did exactly what I needed. So I was very grateful for that. Anyway, and then again, I put my name on it, and so that it didn't get mixed up with someone else. But you can see that you can unfold these. The pops do not have a sticker that prevents you from opening them and revealing that it's been opened. So, you know, obviously I kept the pop here. I just wanted her to sign the cover. So she did that. That would have been $50. And then here's something else. I don't know if this was $50 or not, but there's the one of the TV guides that I had picked up, and I put a little sticker on it and asked her to sign right there, which she did. And then I put my name on a sticky on the back, so again, it doesn't get mixed up with something else. So that's great. I'm so glad to have that piece and have her signature on it. And then I acquired a piece of jewelry a couple years ago, and the person said that that Tina Louise had worn it. You know, I can't prove that. So what I did is I just set it in the copier, and I made a copy of it, and it's a you know, it's a color photo on photographic paper, and I sent it to her. I wanted her to tell me, you know, hey, if this is authentic, would you sign it? And you know, I included the money just in case it was. And I said, I purchased this bracelet from a prop master that worked on Gilligan's Island. He said when the show wrapped, he was given this and told that you wore it. Is this true? And so if it is, I just sort of left instructions. I certify that this is authentic. Anyway, she replied back, I can't remember this, and then said, Tina, you know, okay. I mean, it's been a while, right? It's been 60 years, just about. This year it'll be 60 years since it premiered. And so I appreciate her honesty. You know, it was a long shot that she might remember this piece of jewelry. Again, this is just a photocopy of it. I didn't send the actual jewelry. I felt like I didn't want that to be in the mail. And besides, she couldn't sign it. All she could do is sign something like this. So, you know, I still have something that she signed. And then another item that I sent was this record cover that she did. And it says, exclusive portrait of lovely Tina Louise. And again, I put a sticker right here and I pointed to this spot. It said, would you sign here, please? And let's see, looking to see if it had a copyright date. But y'all seen these on eBay. I picked one up. It doesn't have a record in it. I wouldn't have shipped it with a record in it anyway. It doesn't have a record in it or anything. But, I mean, it was about the picture anyway. So, anyway, it's really cool. This was, I think, if I'm remembering right, it's from 1957. And they do sell this music on Amazon and iTunes. They have two of her songs, which you might recognize from Gilligan's Island even. She sang a couple times on there. So she did sign this. I'm very grateful for that. And she did send a glossy. And she actually put on there, to Anna, best wishes, Tina Louise. So that's very sweet. I'm so glad. I've never actually had a chance to meet or interact with anybody from the cast before. And boy, you know, obviously I'm a little, you know, it's kind of a focus of mine. I really love the show. And it reminds me of my childhood. I was 1 year old when it came out. So I just remember it from, being in reruns. So now I've got my little connection to Tina, and I really appreciate her, taking the time to fill all this out, to sign everything. But just excited to get my package back. It took about a week and a half. So, let me tell you what the address is. The address to send it to is 310, so that's 310 East 46th Street. East 46th Street, apartment 24G, G as in girl, New York, New York, 10017-3002. Now, you can find that on the internet. There's other places where you can find out what her address is, but wanted to share that with you. Very excited. So, hey, if you would, please subscribe. I'm going to be doing more videos. I did one recently with Dream in Denver, celebrating the 60th anniversary, and she got to talk quite a bit about her husband, Bob Denver. And she talked about being on the Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island movie that she was in with Bob Denver and the entire cast. And anyway, we talked about so many things. She's got all these projects coming up. It's really cool. And then I've also got an interview with Hope Juber, excuse me, I always say it wrong. Sorry, Hope. Anyway, beautiful discussion with Hope, and talking about, she's the daughter of Sherwood Schwartz, and so obviously she'd been around the cast all of her life, just about, and a huge fan and a friend of Dawn Wells, as well as Dreama. Dreama was a big, Dawn Wells was a big part of her life as well. So who couldn't help but fall in love with Dawn? And anyway, she was a dear lady, and so glad to talk to them about both Dawn and Bob, and about the show. So there you go. Thank you very much. Please subscribe and like the video, okay?